um, I was asked a question about something. How do you prove to someone you love them? How do you prove to a person you love them? I mean, you can cook for them, you can clean for them. That don't mean you love them. That mean you that don't mean you're in love with them. That mean you care for them. Or, as a female, you can you can cook for a man because you're trying to get him. That don't mean you love him. You can run around, act a buffoon, do all type of tricks and stuff to show a person you love them. I honestly, me personally, I wouldn't know. I couldn't tell you how to show a person you love them, um, because people keep saying love is an action word. This camera is not flattering to my face, but make me look old as heck. Jesus, love is an action word, but what type of action? What type of action? I need some light. Show you what I really look like. This camera showing all the love is the action word, but is love? I mean, some people jumped off a bridge because I don't know. I really I'm going to be all the way honest with you. I don't know how to show a person I love them, other than being consistent. Being consistent is not changing your behavior towards them. Being is respectful, and respecting them in every way, and being polite, courteous, compassionate, not wanting to hurt them, even if they hurt you. Um, to me, that's showing a person you love them. I don't think um, jumping off of this or doing that showing a person you love them. Um, let's say I it's hard for me to talk about this because um, I've been trying to figure out how to put it in words. I'm a word person. Okay, I'm words. I'm a word person. I'm more of a speak from my heart type of person. I don't show people who I am. Um, I can't. I don't know how to show. I honestly can't say I know how to show a person that I love them because I have dated people that I loved. I cooked for them. I cleaned for them. I bought people. I know people say you don't supposed to buy men gifts and stuff like that, but I've dated a few people that I liked, but I didn't love, and for their birthday I bought them, um, stuff. A guy asked me on a date or meet him somewhere. I met him somewhere. I didn't love him. Um, I've done a few ladylike things for a person, but that didn't show that person that I love them. Being faithful to them showed them that I love them. Um, Trying my hardest not to say the most hatefulest thing to them. To me, show love. I've met. I had for instance, my child father. I used to um like, let's say one of my kids' father, he was accustomed to, if a woman saw him on the street, she'd follow him around. Or not me. I see you on the street. I kept going towards my residence, but because he was accustomed to this is how women act towards him, he felt a certain way about me. But that didn't mean I cared less for him. It was that's just how I am. Every woman ain't the same. All these women saw him, and um, that wasn't my. So every person love language is different. I think respecting a person is showing them that you love them. I don't think jumping over some hoops um, It's showing a person that I love you. It's really showing them that I'm interested in you, depending on who you is and what I can get out of you. I mean, if you're an eligible bachelor, or eligible bachelorette, or guys do different things to show that they're good guys, but that don't mean they was in love with them. I think when a man is respectful and honorable and compassionate, um, that's showing a form of love and consideration to me. Um, in the relationships that I've been in, I've not I've been possessive, but I've been where men have been possessive towards me, but in that was his controlling he was, which I didn't like it. Um, I had who took he was financially um trying to be the provider in the household. To me, that was showing that's how he showed he loved me, and he was respectful, and if he did cheat, he didn't bring it home. I was in my younger years, I was stupid, used to think if your man cheat on you, we was accepting that a man cheat on you, and if he cheat on you, what he will and won't do. If he cheat on you, he's not gonna let no girl come to your door. He ain't gonna let no girl disrespect you. I was in that category when I was younger, where I felt that if a man cheated on me, he's not gonna ever let no woman come to my door, which was a fact. My kid's father cheated, and I never had to have a problem with no woman coming to my door. Um, so I don't know my love language in a way, because I I don't think I know my love language. I think I know my love language, but I can't say I'm like every other woman. Like you have some women who knows dates, times, put flowers down at the hotel, and all these things that they considered as romantic. So I mean, everybody think that's a love language. Jumping over hoops. If you got an eligible bachelor that got his pick of women, and all these, some women ain't cut the same. Some women don't jump over hoops for men. Um, some women will. You got some women who genuinely will be in love with you, but won't show you because maybe feel like um, she might feel as though I'm trying to. I don't. It's hard to say what a love language is, because putting flowers on a bed don't mean I love you. Um, Jumping over hoops don't mean I love you. Oh, and even if you do jump over a hoop for a man, will that make him stay with you? Because he got 10 other chicks doing the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? He got 10 other chicks that'll cut their wrists for him. So every person ain't the same. Every person, a woman can have some deep feelings for you, and because of she might not show you how she feel the way another chick. You got some women that ain't gonna do no cockwheel and make a buffoon of herself to a certain some. I mean, to a certain extent, she will, but just completely doing. Every person is different, because I'm telling too much. I'm trying not to tell too much about myself, because I'm more of a person who I want a person to show me who they are, type of person. But um, I think how you show a person you love them is respectful. You be respectful and you be honorable. That is love. If you respecting a person and you being honorable to this person and you being faithful to this person, and you not betraying a person in a foul way when you could, you know that is love. That is the ultimate love language to me. If you with somebody who is not respecting you, don't care about your feelings, not compassionate about your who you are, just totally just disrespectful. She love you, but she love herself to the point where you ain't you. Not saying because you're supposed to love yourself more, because if you love yourself, you know how to love other people. I'm saying, like, if you got a person that's not compassionate, that's inconsiderate, and selfish, and all this other stuff, they don't love you. They love what you represent, or what you bring to the table. They're not necessarily in love with you. Respecting a person, to me, is being honorable, um, and not betraying and not doing nothing that is, um, and try to learn a person as much as you possibly can, so you will not be disrespectful towards him, because what's disrespectful to me might not be disrespectful to you toes. But for the most part, respect and being honorable, which is ultimately the same thing. um not trying to hurt someone, trying your darndest not to hurt them in any way or capacity. um to me, that's love. I'm sorry. I know other females do this and that, and try to say that's love, but to me, it's not love. Because if I will, if that relationship don't work, I take that same flour and cook for. I take all of these attributes that's supposed to say I love you, and I go give them to the next man easily. Cooking for you, jumping over hoops, all of that. The next man that walks through my door that looks like I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm jumping over hoops. So to me, that's not love. To me, um, you have to earn certain behaviors from me. From me, certain things I will do, um, for a man. He has to earn it. My uncle, God rest his soul, always said, "Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free?" You makes you commit to me. What, and then the next chick can do the same thing. That's my personal, growth of learning. You try to please someone who's not pleasing you, and to me, love language, your love language, the love language is very person, in my perspective, um, of growing. I'm trying to think when I was younger, in my first, indulged in relationships. How did I show them that I loved them? Same way, being consistent, being respectful, not doing nothing disrespectful, not being a two-time and low life chick behind his back. Um, that's to me, that's love. I don't think jumping over hoops, cooking dinner, cleaning your house, that's not really showing someone you love them personally. Because the next man that walk through your door, you're gonna do the exact same thing to show him that you love him. You're gonna cook, you're gonna clean. That's not love. Showing a person you love is being selfless. That's my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong on what I'm trying to say love is, um, people buys, women, as a woman, you buy your man a gift, um, because you love him, and it depends on what you buy him. It could show love, but back in the days, I can't say I bought too many guys nothing, but I have, um, did some financial things for dudes. Not nothing major. Like I bought someone a, model car, wasn't cheap, for his birthday, but I didn't even know him that long, so that didn't show him I loved him. I may have known him for maybe a week or two. and I bought. It was his birthday, and I was somewhere, and I saw this model. It was a that's my personal thing. If you don't care how you don't care what your behavior, you don't care that your behavior hurts them, how can you love them? To me, that's showing a person you love them, because you're showing them um you care about how you treat them. That's love, personally, for me, and my perspective of growing. I'm still growing. I mean, still learning, because I'm still growing and learning, because I personally put up walls and watch somebody from behind my walls to see how they going what how do they love feel. Will the person who claims they love me, will that their love hurt? And if can I take um the pain that they're giving? I'm still growing and learning. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong about what I'm saying about love languages, I'm trying to get it out. And I know I probably reiterated some few things within this message, because I'm going off the top of my head. I'm not